We're here in Seattle. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. Here's a team that just can't seem to get out of their own way. The losses keep piling up, Singy.
Yeah, it's been a really rough stretch, Boog. Missed opportunities and some bad breaks out there. They got to put it behind them today and just find a way to get a W.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Logan Gilbert. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And he handles it himself for the out. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Cody Bellinger.
Oh, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And Judge spoils that one.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Peraza leads off first with 1 away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Bliss moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. It's the Yankees nothing. Mariners coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Luis Gil. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan Bliss. And a swing and a miss. Gil, a 6'2 righty, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. One out, base is empty. Right side, Judge brings it in. 2 down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Cal Raleigh.
I believe part of the reason why he's leading the American League in on-base percentage is the discipline that he has at the plate. He'll take his walks, and he's been mashing when he's gotten pitches to hit, so they don't really know what to do with him. And right now, he's on the base or jogging around them, it seems like every other at-bat.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells makes the play, and that will end the inning. Mariners are down in order. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Gilbert back to work. Now one missed.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
On the ground to short, whips it to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw, and sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference right there. It ended up being a close play, but he got it.
Now here is Austin Wells. And foul ball. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. No score here in the second. That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And in there with it, double off the wall.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. That one laced to center and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
All over that one right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees.
Swing and a ground ball. Off balance feed, there's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez, went deep in the ball game last night. Ripped to third. They take the force out, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1, and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the inning, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Just misses. 2-2. And as well, lots of pop in that bat, so you combine the slug with really good defense. And it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2-2 now. Swung on, belted. Back there. It's a ball.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Next pitch inside. Going to count 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Austin Shenton, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. High fly ball down the left field line. Dominguez. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Jorge.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that's in there for strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Foul ball still 0-2.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Bellinger hammers one deep to right. Get out of town. He shoots one out to right. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives. Hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Peraza, the next to hit, takes ball one. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Center field. Rodriguez hauls it in, and there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. Struck out swinging his first time. And Judge spoils that one.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes. 2 down, bases empty. And now the DH, Trent Grisham. First time up was a pop out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 out, space is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one misses. Ball 1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And that's a 2-out double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time up. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Grisham stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Raleigh collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, digging in, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That's
Full
off the
count.
mark, and the count's full. To the right side. Goldie steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Oh, he gloves it. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 2. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
28, Austin Wells.
And that one is lifted in the air. Moore makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Goldie in his 14th season, 37 years young. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one hammered. Rodriguez drop step going back. That one is gone. His 2nd homer of this series, and they boost their lead. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. Out number 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And he deals.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So up next, Julio Rodriguez. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Raleigh stands in now and watches strike 1. Raleigh needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. out of the more than 20,000 players to take.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nobody left for Seattle, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gilbert back to work. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. Throws to second. The tag. Ow!
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Popped up. Crawford has this one sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Judge rips that one. That ball's carrying. Gone. Aaron Judge with a rocket. His 13th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Back to the mound. It hit him. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Seattle, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Luke Raley. Top of the zone for a called strike. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So now the DH spot, Austin Shenton. And a swing and a miss there.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Yankees up by 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. He was a strikeout victim his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
These hitters have been very
strike.
aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. Jorge Polanco goes deep, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
So 2 down, and up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Struck out swinging his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. And he chases that one. That's his 9th strikeout so far. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Taylor Saucedo. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Taylor Saucedo.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells.
Number 28, Austin Wells.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And it's out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 5-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Crawford. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera, a switch hitter batting right. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's to third, Bliss. That's the 3rd out. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's now 5-2. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Dylan Moore. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. Out. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Victor Robles.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's Victor Robles.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus.
No,
but
that's a ball.
they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that's fouled off.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
On the ground to third. Over to Goldie.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan Bliss.
Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Makes the grab on the run. And that is the third out of the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail at 5-2.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Trent Thornton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bellinger, the batter now. As he swings and misses for strike 1. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time, and Bellinger is out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Oswald Peraza.
At the plate, Oswald Peraza. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gregory Santos preparing to come on if needed. Snyder, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. He swings and fouls one off. And they'll do it again. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Trent.
So now here's the DH, Trent Grisham. And that's outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one the other way. Crawford. They get the force. That's out number 3. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains 5-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Mark Leiter Jr.
First pitch misses. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside, almost got him. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Raleigh in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The Yankees leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger should have this one. That is the inning.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Mariners, Gregory Santos.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble.
Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second, and it gets by him. And he's into second with nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's already homered here in this one. Base hit center field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Up next for the
Oswaldo Cabrera now at the plate.
Cabrera.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1 lifted in the air down the left side, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Couple of singles back to back. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Foul ball there. traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way
1-1.
inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's 3 singles in a row. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. It's in and out of his glove. Feed to second, that's one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Colin Snyder.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And that is out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Still only one out here in the inning. That one 95 to finish him off. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. And Judge spoils that one. Cabrera, the runner at third. Bellinger at first. 2 out of the inning. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And first offering is fouled off. That one down the line. Jumps, throws. Nicely done for the out. But not before 5 cross the plate. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The designated hitter, Austin Shente.
Leiter back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. And a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And a good start to the inning. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Judge makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. And there's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And
Outside.
1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Man at first, 1 away. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I loved Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Swinging a foul straight back. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. Crawford on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive, Crawford. Oh, the throw is over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there, and I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks leave one. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Vic. New pitcher for the Yankees, Scott Effross.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Ryan Bliss will hit next. That's in there. It's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. Now only 1 out remaining. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
just missed.
Inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. This could end it. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
10-2 the final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the Subway Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab here, Clark Schmidt. Chris, his strikeout rate this year, among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
And the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Here's Jesse Winker.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Winker, in his 8th season, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. 1 out, base is empty. This to third, handled by LeMahieu. To first, 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jose Siri.
Big-time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
On the ground to third. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Mets leave 1, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back in the Bronx, and starting this one, David Peterson. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And the pitch. Swing and a little roller right side. Throws to first, and Bellinger is out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
He'll do it himself, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Lindor on to first. Judge out on the play. And the Yanks go quietly. Top of the second, and now it's Mark Vientos. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just missed. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge has it sized up, and there's 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Jeff McNeil in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Going 2 now. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Up the middle, McNeil. And they take care of Stanton for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Goldie matched a homer in his last game. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting sixth,
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Soto makes the catch. 2 down. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And just like that, back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate and